This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Hi everyone, Kim with Cornell Cooperative Extension. I'm a SnapEd community nutrition educator. I work in our community to help people save time, save money, and eat healthy. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to make a vegetarian chili. It's a simple dish that's easy to put together, and you can put whatever vegetables and protein your family likes and you have around the house. It's one of my family's favorites, especially during the winter time. Typically, a chili is going to be made with some sort of animal protein, like ground beef or ground turkey. But for this chili, we're going to make a vegetarian option and pack it with a protein punch with some pinto beans, using a plant protein to help cut down on saturated fat. It's important to vary your veggies, and as you can see, with this vegetarian chili, we're going to do just that, adding some color and texture and flavor while maximizing our nutrients from all those different vegetables. And the whole wheat bulgur is going to help fill you up and keep you full. Throughout the day and week, it's important to make sure that every bite counts. This vegetarian chili is a great way to get a balanced bite of the food groups in every spoonful. And best of all, the leftovers taste even better the next day.
To make 8 1-cup servings of this protein-packed chili, we're going to need 2 cloves of garlic, or a half teaspoon of garlic powder would work, 1 medium onion, a green bell pepper, 1 cup of corn. This can be frozen, canned, or fresh for this recipe, and 2 cups of fresh mushrooms. We'll also be adding an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and 1 15-ounce can of stewed tomatoes. This recipe calls for 1 15.5-ounce can of pinto beans. To get in those whole grains, we'll use a half cup of uncooked bulgur. This fiber-rich grain can be found in the same place you would find other grains like rice, or check the international section. To spice things up, we're adding 1 teaspoon of cumin, oregano, and chili powder. Look for inexpensive spices in the bulk section, or try the dollar store. When you can find them at the right price, adding spices is a great alternative to adding extra salt for flavor. Before starting any cooking or food preparation, wash your hands with warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds. You also want to make sure you rinse your vegetables under cool running water. You want to do the same thing with canned beans. To limit sodium, we're going to drain and rinse the pinto beans. Over time, this small change can make a big difference in your heart health. Next up, measure the rest of your ingredients and gather your utensils. We'll need a large soup pot, cutting board, knife, and spoon for stirring. Having these ready can lessen the stress in the kitchen and save you time. Now that everything is in its place, let's prep our vegetables. If you're using fresh garlic, let's start by smashing and finely chopping our garlic cloves. Next up, chop the onion. And finally, slice up your green pepper. Now that we have all of our ingredients prepped, it's time to get cooking. In a large pot, add 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil along with garlic, onions, peppers, and mushrooms. To save time in the kitchen, I bought pre-sliced mushrooms, which are usually the same price as whole mushrooms. As for flavor, when it comes to chili, there are so many types of pre-made seasoning packets to choose from. But these tend to be high in sodium and fairly expensive. Instead, we'll be using 1 teaspoon of oregano, cumin, and chili powder. Saute the vegetables for about 6 to 8 minutes until they start to get soft. Now I'll add in the bulgur. The fiber-filled whole grain cooks in 15 to 20 minutes, and it's a great addition to soups, stews, and salads. If you don't have this on hand, use another whole grain like brown rice or quinoa. If corn's not in season, it'll save you money to use canned or frozen corn. Just remember to rinse the canned corn to reduce sodium. Frozen or canned corn can save you time. But if you want to save money on fresh corn, buy ears of corn when they're on sale during the season, which is late summer and early fall months. Then carefully cut the corn off the cob. 1 ear of corn will equal about 1 cup of kernels. When choosing canned vegetables, focus on the no salt added or low sodium variety in order to lower your sodium intake. Most Americans get way more sodium than they need. Even though this is a vegetarian chili, we're still getting a hearty serving of protein with our star ingredient, beans. Another method to control sodium content is to use dried beans. While these do need to be soaked overnight and cooked before using, they have significantly less sodium and can save you money since they're cheaper per pound. If you don't have pinto beans in your pantry, you can use other types of beans, such as black beans or kidney beans. Then stir in the water, tomato sauce, and stewed tomatoes. These will give our chili an even heartier consistency. Now reduce the heat to low. Cover and cook the chili for about 10 to 15 minutes. This allows time for the bulgur to get soft and all the flavors to really come together.
For me, chili is a comfort food. And when it comes to comfort food, what you're usually going to find is that they're high in calories and loaded with sodium and saturated fat. They have little nutrients and not a lot of health benefits to them. They might taste great, but they're not always the best choice for you. By using a plant-based protein like beans, we're able to reach our protein goals and get an extra dose of fiber. That's going to help fill you up and keep you full, which is great for weight management. And even better, they're heart healthy because they don't contain any saturated fat like you would find with the animal protein you normally use in chili.
This dish cost me a little under $15 to make 8 1-cup servings. That's less than $2 for each bowl of chili. At only 170 calories per serving, it has a wide range of nutrients, is high in fiber and vitamin C, low in saturated fat, and contains 10 grams of protein per serving.
By using this lean source of protein, adding the whole wheat bulgur, varying our veggies, and putting together our own spices instead of using a pre-mixed packet, we're able to put a healthier spin on this comfort food without sacrificing on the taste that my family loves. I'm also going to add a little bit of low-fat cheese to the top of it. It's important to move to low-fat and fat-free dairy. You still get all the flavor and the calcium and protein, but without the saturated fat. Just another way to make this dish a little bit healthier. Don't be afraid to make this chili your own. Try out different beans that your family likes, like maybe some black beans or some chickpeas. You can try different vegetables with what's in season or what you may have in your freezer and your refrigerator that is more in line with what your family is going to enjoy. I know I like to throw some sweet potatoes in my vegetarian chili sometimes, and my kids love that. Just keep in mind if you do that, you're going to change the nutritional content slightly. So it's going to be a little bit different than what I showed you just a minute ago. You can even try some different toppings, like maybe putting some sliced avocado on there or cilantro, or instead of the low-fat cheese, you can try some fat-free Greek yogurt to give it a different flavor and texture, but still keep it low on the saturated fat. As you can see, it's really simple to switch to a lean source of plant-based protein and still get a nice hearty bowl of chili without sacrificing on the taste. Every bite counts, and by making a simple switch and going lean with your protein source, you can make a big difference for you and your family's health. So what other ways can you think of to vary your protein routine and maybe get rid of some of that saturated fat in some of your favorite dishes?
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material was funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.